not God. You're standing for evil. And then you become a Satanist. And that's just the absence of God.
It is.
Grounding
It absolutely
shoes.
is. And we're gonna just start this next section talking about you. And again, at the end of the day, whatever you want to walk away from this in terms of thinking that Charlie paid the ultimate price, or perhaps that he was John Galton. For some of you in the chat that still don't understand this, is something that we've taught for many years. In Ayn Rand's trilogy, which is Atlas Shrugged, John Galt came and reached out to the movers and shakers in the world, the best of the best that were using their individual intellectual property and sweat equity to change the world and to make the world a better place. And society was doing everything it could to limit them or to break them. And it made every year it just became harder and harder for good people who genuinely cared for society, people, and wanted to help, made it virtually impossible to do. So John Galt would approach them and offer them an opportunity to come undercover until such time that the world invited them back to change the world for the better. And so he took them to a place that was in Colorado that was hidden behind a magnetic barrier. And that place they called Atlantis. And so this is where the finest minds, and so again, you look at from every single aspect, whether it's philosophers, scientists, businessmen, politicians, actors, directors, producers, singer-songwriters. You just see this alarming amount of people who, and they all have one thing in common, and this is, again, you have to remember, you have to know the cause. When somebody dies, especially when it's somebody we all know, so when somebody well-known dies, when they die with just ultimate confusion, and at the end of the day, people don't know, like JFK, you can spend your entire life and you will never, ever figure out what happened. And the reason, of course, as Colleen and I shared with you, is because nothing happened. He didn't die. There's no way in the world that JFK was a complete idiot and went to Dallas unprotected with a shoddy Secret Service and no help from anyone everywhere, and then all these evil people everywhere obfuscated the investigation and blamed it. It's part of the movie. It was necessary to be able to get JFK behind the fourth wall, which we call behind the veil. So they still exist, but society and hopefully the enemy does not know that they still exist. So what's the benefit of going to Atlantis behind the veil? It means that the bullshit laws that society creates to protect the monsters don't exist. It means that corrupt judges
don't exist, Houston, we have a problem.
And corrupt lawyers and a completely corrupt judicial system
Corrupt
does not
lawyers,
exist.
you don't say.
These people are not answerable to the bullshit lies that make up organized society, and they are free of their own free will to do what is right. These are not wicked people, but it's war between good and evil, the war to end all wars, and they will do what they have to do, and you cannot do that. You can't. Sophia, we love you. And you cannot do that when you are restricted or hampered by the evil ones, by the facade that organized society really is. So you go behind the veil. That's what John Galt